So, good morning, students. I am Dr. Saroj Hole. Today, I am going to teach you pulse width modulation generator, that is known as a PWM. Pulse width modulation (PWM) is a method of changing the duration of a pulse with respect to the analog input. The duty cycle of a square wave is modulated to encode a specific analog signal level. This pulse PWM signal This pulse width modulation tutorial gives the basic principles of generation of PWM signal. The PWM signal is digital because at any given instant of time, the full DC supply is either on or off completely. PWM method is commonly used for speed controlling of fans, motors, lights in varying intensities, pulse width modulation controller, etc. These signals may also be used for approximate time varying of analog signals. So in this figure, the pulse width modulation generator circuit diagram using op-amp. PWM is employed in a wide variety of applications ranging from measurement and communication to power control and conversion. Pulse width modulation DC motor control is one of the popular circuits in robotics. So here what we have used, a signal generator square, sine and triangular is connected to the 741 IC and one input non-inverting connected to the sine wave, and PWM output you get at the output side. Now how it works, that we'll see now. Working of PWM. In this circuit, op-amp acts as a comparator. It compares both the input voltages, that is the sawtooth waveform, and the message signal sine wave, the duration for which the instantaneous value of sine wave is above that of a sawtooth op-amp switches to plus VCC, since the sine wave input is connected to the non-inverting input of op-amp. Also, when the value of sine wave is less than the instantaneous value of sawtooth, op-amp switches to minus VCC. Thus, we get a pulse waveform that swings between plus VCC to minus VCC. That is, the pulse width changes according to the message signal. Width of the pulse is modulated. You just see the sine wave and the output waveform of PWM is given here. Okay. IC555. Now we will see the IC555. The timer IC555 is most versatile linear integrated device introduced by Signetics Corporation in early 1970. The NE555, also LM555, CA555, MC14555 is widely used IC timer. It is basically a monolithic timer circuit which can be used in many applications such as monostable which can be produce accurate time delays from the microsecond to hours. Unstable mode, which can produce rectangular waves with variable duty cycle. Linear ramp generator, missing pulse detector, pulse width modulator, etc. The IC555 combines the following elements: a potential divider arrangement, RS flip-flop, two comparators, discharge transistor. Now the functional block diagram of IC555. This is a pin diagram of IC555 and the block diagram of IC555 linear timer respectively. So it is a top view of IC555. It is a 8-pin IC. Number 1 pin is ground pin. Number 2 is a trigger. Number 3 is a output. Number 4 is reset. Number 5 is control voltage. 6 is threshold. 7 is discharge and 8 is plus VCC. So it is a pin diagram of IC555. The IC555 timer is a 8-pin IC as shown in figure. Pin 1 is ground and pin 8 is positive supply. So IC555 timer will work with any supply voltage between 4.5 to 1.8 volt to up to 18 volts. So the IC555 is available on 8 pin with the 2 version. The output power is 600 milliwatt and can drive the small speakers directly. So this is the internal diagram of IC555. You just see there are 2 op amps, 2 comparators are there, 1 flip-flop is there and 1 output stage amplifier is there and 1 transistor there. Okay. So how it works, that we will see now. In 555 consists of 2 comparators, voltage divider network, flip-flop and output stage. The upper comparator is a threshold comparator, pin 8 and pin 5 as control input in most of the applications. Pin 5 is connected to ground through capacitor. The lower comparator is called as a trigger comparator with trigger input pin 2. 3 resistors and each of 5K are used as potential divider. These resistors are connected between plus VCC and ground. Therefore, each resistor has voltage drop 1/3 VCC. So the reference voltage of lower comparator is 1/3 VCC and upper comparator is 2/3 VCC. So whenever threshold voltage exceeds the control voltage 2/3 VCC, the output of comparator will be high, whereas when the trigger input is slightly less than 1/3 VCC, the output of trigger comparator will be high. So the output of comparator goes to the SR flip-flop. The output of upper comparator goes to S input and it sets the flip-flop, whereas the output of lower comparator goes to R input and it resets the flip-flop. So the output of flip-flop Q goes to the discharge transistor. The collector of discharge transistor is pin number 7. So this is a using IC555 astable multivibrator is the circuit which is you can realize. So IC555 can also be connected to run as an astable multivibrator when used in this way. The 555 timer has no stable state. The 555 timer has no stable state, which means that it cannot remain indefinitely in either state. We may say it oscillates when operated in the astable mode and it produces a rectangular output signal. So it shows the 555 timer used in the astable mode since no input trigger is needed to get an output. The 555 timer in astable mode is sometimes called as free running multivibrator. So 2 resistor RA, RB and C is connected in 6, 7 and 2 inputs. 4, 8 are connected to VCC, 1 is ground, 5 is capacitor to ground and 3 is output. So what happens here, you just see IC555 is connected in astable multivibrator. When Q is low, the transistor is cut off and the capacitor charges through RA and RB. As the capacitor charges, the threshold voltage increases. When it reaches through 2/3 VCC, the upper comparator has a high output and sets off the flip-flop making Q high. This saturates the transistor and the capacitor discharges through it. The discharge takes place through resistor R8, RB only when the capacitor voltage drops slightly less than 1/3 VCC. The lower comparator has high output which resets the flip-flop and makes Q low. This brings discharge transistor again in cutoff condition and the capacitor again charges through RA and RB. So the output waveforms are shown in the figure. So you will get this type of output. this is a capacitor voltage, 2/3 VCC to 1/3 VCC charge and discharge, and T on T off, the output is a square wave. Okay. So waveforms of unstable multivibrator. The capacitor charges through RA, RB and discharges through RB only. Therefore, charging time is T on is 0.693 RA plus RB into C, and it discharge the time will be 0.693 RB into C, that is a T off time. So this period, the total period T is T on plus T off. So I can add both. So I will get T is equal to 0.693 RA plus twice RB into C. Now what is the frequency? It is 1 upon T. So the frequency of oscillations, if I put the value of T, I will get 1.44 upon RA plus twice RB into C hertz. Okay. Now we will see square wave generator. To get the square wave output, it is necessary to adjust the 50% duty cycle. One way to getting it is connecting the diode in series with the RB as shown in the figure and taking RA is equal to RB. Now the capacitor C charges through RA only, as the diode D is forward bias and discharges through RB. So T on is 0.693 RAC and T off is 0.693 RB and C. Then and then only we will get 50% duty cycle. Okay. So RA, RB values are same. So you will get the square wave. Now the diode is connected across RB. So the period wave of T will be T is equal to T on plus T off. So RA, RB is equal to R. So I can say T is 1.386 plus R into RC. The frequency is 1 upon T. So it is 0.72 upon RC. Now the percentage duty cycle D dash is T on upon T on plus T off into 100. So I will get 50% duty cycle. Okay. So this gives you square wave output. Okay. So what is monostable multivibrator? Using IC 555. So when operating in monostable mode, the type 555 times the 555 times is often referred to as a one shot multivibrator because it produces only one output pulse for each input trigger. The duration of this output pulse can be precisely controlled with the external resistor and capacitor. So the figure shows the monostable operation. Initially the timer 555 has a low output voltage at which it can remain indefinitely. When the 555 timer receives a trigger at point A in time, the output voltage switches from low to high as shown in figure. So this is a monostable operation. The output remains high for a while, and when returns to the low state after a time delay T, the output will remain in the low state until another trigger arrives. Now this is a pulse trigger, negative is coming at the 555 timer, output is square wave. So 555 timer used in monostable one shot mode. Now the circuit connection for the timer 555 for monostable operation. Here RA and C is connected only, RB is absent. Okay. So when the trigger input is slightly less than the 1/3 VCC, the lower comparator has high output which resets the flip flop. The Q of the flip flop will be low and the discharge transistor will be in cutoff condition. The capacitor starts changing the charging through resistor R. When the capacitor voltage is greater than 2/3 VCC, the upper comparator has higher output and sets the flip flop output Q high. This saturates the discharge transistor. The capacitor will discharge through the transistor. Okay, so this is a trigger pulse, this is a threshold capacitor voltage, and this is the output square wave. These are the waveforms of monostable operation. The capacitor charges through resistance, hence longer the RC time constant, longer it takes for the capacitor voltage to reach 2/3 VCC. Hence RC time constant controls the output pulse width. The voltage across the capacitor at any instant will be V is equal to VCC 1 minus e raised to power minus t upon RC. So the period of the output pulse T is the time required for capacitor to change from 0 to 2/3 VCC. Therefore, when T is equal to capital T, V is equal to 2/3 VCC. So 2/3 VCC is equal to VCC 1 minus e raised to power minus t RC. So I can get the T is equal to 1.1 RC after solving this. Okay, so today we will stop here. So today we have covered unstable multivibrator and monostable multivibrator. Thank you.